Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how strangers see you and how it impacts you. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with a psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and a bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable, phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free.
For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that would be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals. But that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video.
So getting back to your pile selection and reading, for pile 1 we have the Agate crystal with the 7 of water. This is the 7 of cups. Then we have blue Apatite with the page of air, which is the page of swords. Then for pile 3 we have the golden cat's eye. This is pile 2. For pile 3 we have the golden cat's eye with the love card, which is the lover's card. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So pick whichever one you're most drawn to, and then I will see you at your reading. I have left the timestamps in the description box below, so I'll see you there. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the Agate crystal and the 7 of water, which is the 7 of cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do strangers see you and how it affects you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all my details in the description box below. I did recently have a huge giveaway for you guys to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me. By the time this video is up, I think we will have reached 40k subscribers. So if you have entered the giveaway by commenting under any of my recent videos, then you could stand the chance to win. So check out my posts on the community to see if you have won. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So, firstly, I'm seeing like a preppy look. Like, I'm seeing an outfit in my mind's eye, and it kind of has like a preppy look to it. So, I don't know if some of you have like a preppy aesthetic to the way that you dress, or if you always just look like very put together, but that's the first thing I'm getting. And then I'm seeing like gummy bears in my mind's eye, which is reminding me of cuteness and innocence, but also the inner child. So maybe some strangers kind of see you as like a cute person, very put together, like physically. Like, even if you don't wear a preppy clothing style, maybe you just look put together physically, right? But there's something cute about you at the same time, and you also seem like very innocent at the same time, and kind of like in your own world. You seem like you're minding your own business to strangers, and they kind of just see you as like maybe a playful person, someone with a little bit of a sweet tooth, someone that sees the wonder and joy within life. But let's get your cards. So, Spirit Guides of Pile 1, please show me, how do strangers see Pile 1? How do strangers see Pile 1? So we have the Five of Pentacles showing up next. I was hearing hard worker. Then we have the King of Pentacles showing up reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Hanged Man showing up reversed. At the back of the deck so far, we have the Two of Pentacles showing up reverse. To strangers, it seems like you don't have a care in the world, but in a good way. It kind of just seems like you just go through life feeling like some kind of inner child joy, yet not being worried at the same time. Even if that doesn't resonate, this is how strangers see you. And I'm hearing the word whimsical. So, strangers see you as, like I said, a hard worker, but with the King of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Pentacles, this can talk about a lack of money, resources, things like that. But with a Two of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck, this can also talk about maybe not having that financial stability yet. But since I said you're a hard worker and we have the King of Pentacles here, even though it's reversed, I'm getting this message that maybe some of you aren't at the place you want to be financially, but you're working towards that and you are very ambitious. And with the Seven of Cups, this could indicate that you're someone with like a goal orientated mindset, that you dream big and that you believe in yourself. So maybe some strangers see you as the type of person that maybe doesn't have everything you want and need at this moment, but that you are working towards that and that you do have big goals and dreams with the Seven of Cups. I see strangers seeing you as the type of person that maybe wants to keep people away, or is maybe a little bit more introverted. And what I mean by keep people away is like, let's say, for example, some of you walk around with headphones in and you just kind of seem like you want to keep to yourself, like you don't want anybody to come up to you and talk to you. Or let's just say, I'm seeing someone, in their neighborhood put up a sign where it's like, this is my home, don't come on my property. Like, I'm getting that type of energy of like, don't come up to me and talk to me. I'm not interested. Like, I just want to be left alone. I want to be by myself. So I don't know why strangers see you that way, but you could be giving off some kind of vibe that makes them feel like you don't want to be spoken to or, bothered with anything, right? I'm also seeing a romantic energy because I'm seeing two swans kissing in my mind's eye. So, strangers could see you as a romantic person, someone that's monogamous, because swans typically are monogamous. And if I'm not mistaken, they mate for life. So, maybe some people see you as a type of person that is monogamous, wants a monogamous relationship, or is in one where you would want to be with a person like forever and kind of like be with them for the rest of your life. Maybe people also, like strangers, see you as a committed person, loyal person, someone that just loves in a very pure hearted way, in a very innocent way. And I'm also getting a family orientated energy. So I don't know if some of you already have kids or if you just want kids, but strangers perceive you as the type of person that really wants kids of your own, or that family is just really important to you in some way. Strangers see you as cool, quirky. I'm also seeing fit because I'm seeing like an exercise machine in my mind's eye. But they also see you as someone that would judge situations harshly in terms of morality. So I'm seeing like a judge's, I don't know what it's called when they do this. Let me know what it's called in the comments because I don't know what it's called. But I'm seeing that to my mind's eye, which is making me think of morality and you kind of like having high morals for yourself, where you wouldn't do certain things that are outside of your moral code. And when you see other people maybe doing things that you perceive you wouldn't do, you would judge that harshly. So I'm not seeing a judgmental energy, but I'm seeing that. Does that make sense? I'm also seeing like a bunch of CDs and album covers, so maybe some of you are music lovers and just love different types of music, and that's kind of how strangers see you. Even if that's not true, this is how strangers see you. I'm seeing someone that gets all the things on their to-do list checked off, that has their life together, that reads a lot, is well educated. Someone that's just like busy all the time and like getting things done. Strangers perceive you as someone that has your life together, where you get things done, you're motivated, and you're not one to like put things off or procrastinate. At least that's how they're perceiving you. And I'm hearing cash in my mind's eye, not in my mind's eye, but like I'm hearing cash. So maybe people perceive it as that's gonna get you a lot of money one day. I'm also seeing tattoos. So some of you could have a lot of tattoos, yet still seem like very put together in a way at the same time. And I'm seeing this energy of I'm feeling this energy of heartbreak in my heart chakra. So some strangers could see you as the type of person that has been hurt before. Maybe they see some kind of pain within you, that you've gone through pain, but they don't exactly know what it is. I also get the feeling of strangers looking at you with empathy, and kind of just being open to you, but not knowing if you would be open to them. Because I see strangers just like looking at you like a cool person that's kind of just minding your own business, focused on you. They kind of look at you with awe because of the fact that you seem so put together and that you seem like you have your life together. And sometimes strangers could be intimidated by that. And because of how cool you seem, it's like they're afraid to talk to you. So that's also what I see there. I'm seeing cleanliness because I'm seeing like a laundry machine. So you seem very cleanly to strangers, but you also seem like someone that is very playful in some way, because I'm seeing like different kinds of toys, which is remind me of playfulness. And like, yes, you can take life very seriously, but you can also wind down. Like, you're not too serious about life, but you are serious enough, but you can also have fun. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Strangers perceive you as a type of person that would have a beautiful home. Something about handbags you wear being nice if you wear handbags, or even the jewelry you wear being nice. You seem like a warm person, like a kind hearted person, and you seem like someone that's very unique and doesn't try to fit in, and hasn't fit in but doesn't try to, you know. You seem very self expressive to strangers. Like, I see someone that expresses themselves through fashion, for example, but I'm getting like this very self expressive, loud, bold energy from you. So, that is how strangers are seeing you. I'm also hearing fling. So, some strangers could have seen you go through some kind of fling. So, some strangers see you as the type of person that wants closeness and intimacy within all your personal relationships. But some strangers that aren't looking for that type of emotional closeness may misread this as clinginess. But I don't know, maybe some of you are clingy, but I think they're kind of misreading you in a way, because I get that you're just someone that like wants intimacy and closeness, like I said, and that's not wrong to ask for. And some people, because they're not able to offer you that, then they may take it the wrong way, or maybe they see love in a very different way. Like some people are very avoidant when it comes to relationships, and some people want more closeness. So I guess it just depends on someone's personal preference, but I guess it just depends on the type of person you meet. Some people will see it as like you just want closeness, some people will see it as clinginess, but I don't think that's necessarily bad, because I don't think you would want a person in your life anyway that would perceive it that way. I'm seeing that you're very protected energetically, especially like from strangers that maybe don't have the best intentions towards you. And I am seeing that strangers wouldn't want to mess with you. Like, they do find you intimidating in the sense where, like, you do come across as someone that's like kind and warm hearted to strangers, but they also do find you intimidating where they wouldn't want to mess with you. They think that you would kind of flip them off or tell them to F off if they said or did something to you that was uncalled for. Like, they think that you would be very vocal about saying no, about setting boundaries, about, just saying, don't treat me this way, whatever. So I'm seeing that type of energy too. I'm hearing clapback queen, clapback king. So maybe you're very fast with like comebacks and stuff like that. Maybe you're very witty, or at least strangers just perceive you that way. I'm seeing someone that's always growing and expanding, someone that constantly like wants to learn from other people that have maybe made it in life. And I'm also seeing this energy of patience, in the sense of you've been waiting for a very long time for blessings to come through and you've been working towards that, but you're kind of just not you're not willing to give up on yourself or your desires or what you want out of life, and you continue to work towards that even if it takes time to build. Because with this pentacle energy, I'm getting this energy of like taking the time to build your own stability, even if it takes time with the hangman reverse. You're waiting for what you want, but still remaining patient in some way. Something about your eyes being warm and friendly as well. So now I'm going to take a look at how this affects you. So this could be how it affects you personally or how it affects your relationships, but we'll see what comes through. So how does the stranger's perception of them actually affect pile number one? So we have the Six of Cups. I feel like it mostly affected you in the past with the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups is about the past. We have coal. So maybe it affected your communication with people, because I'm taking this literally, the coal card. I think this is the Judgment card. Then we have the Messenger of Air showing up reverse, which is making me think of like miscommunications. So maybe it made you experience a lot of miscommunications with people. Like, let's say someone saw you in a different way than you actually are, for example, or projected a lot onto you, or misread your intentions. Like, maybe it did cause miscommunications with people, and the King of Cups. And at the back of the deck now we have the Three of Swords showing up reverse. So remember I spoke about like feeling heartbreak in my heart chakra? Maybe with the Three of Swords reverse you are healing this, because the Three of Swords reverse does talk about healing the heart, at least to me. So I feel like it has affected you in the past. It doesn't really affect you anymore. Maybe because you are healing like other people's projections. Um, Maybe you are also working on communication where you can communicate in a better way with people. But I also feel like you're getting rid of people that are maybe like emotionally unavailable in a way where you're not dealing with people like that anymore. And because maybe you're dealing with more emotionally mature people with the King of Cups right now, you're having less miscommunications. And maybe because you are working on communication, you're having less communication, but I'm get less miscommunications, but I'm getting that this doesn't affect you anymore in this way. It did affect you like this in the past. So let me see what else I can get, and then we're gonna end off. So I'm seeing the number 3 in my mind's eye, which is making me think that whatever miscommunications were caused as a result of people's perception of you, strangers' perceptions of you, it caused you to grow as a person. It caused you to go within and think, who am I really? Because maybe some strangers perceived you in a certain way and it wasn't really you. And it made you actually question who you are. Or maybe these miscommunications or emotionally unavailable people, problems with communication caused you to grow in a way and look within and see how you could maybe change the way you're presenting yourself to people or change the types of people you hang around or something like that. It caused you to grow and look within. That's basically what I'm getting. And it also caused you to not look for validation within other people. I feel like people seeing you as a cool person does affect you in a positive way because I feel like, yes, it does make you more intimidating to people, but at the same time, it may bring a different kind of energy from people where people are maybe treating you better. I'm also getting that this pile may benefit from pretty privilege because I was getting like a very beautiful person. I don't know if I mentioned that. Like, strangers see you as physically beautiful or handsome. And I am getting it affects you in a way where a lot of strangers will end up crushing on you or like wanting a relationship with you. So I guess it affects you positively in romance and love, where maybe you get like more people that are interested in you. Of course, because you come across as intimidating, it may affect you in a negative way in love where people don't come to you up to you as much, but I feel like it does still impact you positively. Because strangers view you as this hardworking, fun person, it makes strangers look up to you and it makes strangers feel like they can have a good time with you, go out with you, party with you, things like that. I'm seeing like partying in my mind, taking shots. Like I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. So it's making me feel like maybe strangers, because they see you as more fun, maybe they'd like to go out with you more, go to events with you more, parties with you, and just hang out with you more. So it does affect you in a way where people want to communicate with you more, but maybe some are intimidated. Okay, so that is all I'm getting for you, Pal 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know how it resonated for you in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hi, Pal 2. If you chose this blue apatite crystal in the Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords, and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at how strangers see you and how it affects you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. So I did recently have a giveaway, and if you did enter the giveaway by commenting under any of my recent videos, then you do stand a chance to win a free 30-minute reading. So check out my community post to see the winner, because I'm sure by the time this video goes up, we will have reached 40k, because like we're super close by the time I'm recording this. So yeah, check out my community post if you have entered, but let's get started with your reading. So I know this won't resonate with everybody, this is really specific, but as soon as I got your card out, I saw an image of someone like delivering newspapers and something like that. I don't know if some of you have done that before, but I'm seeing that. And I'm also seeing like someone that is always like friendly and approachable and like smiles at strangers and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like strangers see you as approachable and kind, and like you're always smiling at strangers even if you don't know them, or waving at them or something, or just greeting them even if you don't know them. So I'm seeing that type of energy, and I'm seeing like someone that's always like waving at their neighbors or smiling at their neighbors or something. Also, when I look at this Page of Swords card, I see someone that is almost like very smart, like someone that likes to read a lot or something like that, or strangers just perceive you that way. Like I'm getting an intellectual person. the Tower reverse, and someone that likes to be stimulated intellectually. I'm also getting like a lot of air sign energy, especially Gemini. So also Libra and Aquarius, the Tower reverse and the Chariot reverse. We also have the Queen of Wands reverse. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And then at the back of the deck so far, we have the Four of Swords showing up reverse. So when I looked at this Page of Swords card, I was seeing Tyler in my mind's eye. And I was seeing her in like this outfit where she's kind of like wearing a skirt, but it's kind of going up to her hips. It's not high-waisted, right? And her hips are kind of showing and her body looks really good in the image in my mind I'm seeing. So maybe there's something about strangers thinking your body looks good. Your body is tea. But there's something about them like admiring the shape of your body. Okay, and there's also something about them admiring your style. So strangers could see you as very fashionable. That's what I'm getting. Regardless of your gender, even if you don't have the same body type as Tyler, even if you don't look like Tyler, there's just something about your body I'm seeing that strangers like to admire and stare at. There's also something beautiful about your eyes. I don't know if some of you just have naturally beautiful or sexy or handsome eyes, but I'm seeing that. And for the women watching, if you like to accentuate your eyes with like eye makeup, strangers love to just look into your eyes. There's something about that. And they also find your hair very beautiful. I'm seeing like different models and celebrities, and I'm seeing like Celine Dion. I don't know if some of you like to sing or you just have like very beautiful voices, like a very strong, powerful voice. And there's something about like a strong beauty with this pile. Strangers kind of see you as like a model like beauty. Okay. So show me more, Spirit. How do strangers see them? I'm seeing a little bit of clumsiness for some of you. And I'm seeing this energy that I don't know how to quite describe. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, and it's this type of energy of like someone that just does something innocently or harmlessly, and somehow chaos always follows. So I'm seeing this example of someone doing something like innocently, and then they don't mean to do anything bad, but then chaos or drama like keeps following them. So I don't know if you've experienced that or if that's just a projection from strangers that drama or chaos like follows you. But I'm kind of seeing that in my mind's eye, so that's how they're perceiving you. There's something about strangers liking your body weight. Because I mentioned something about your body earlier, but now I'm seeing like someone weighing themselves, so this is making me think that maybe they like your body weight, because earlier I was saying they like your body. Some strangers look at you like you're super sexy, where they look at you with so much lust, which I don't know how you feel about that, but that's just what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I'm seeing like some strangers almost just undress you with their eyes, look at you with so much lust where they would want to sleep with you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. You also seem like an adventurous person to strangers. You seem like someone that's strategic and a little bit competitive, but in a fun way, not in a jealous way. Like, let's say you have to play a game with someone, for example, like chess or just any kind of board game, you would want to win naturally or just be a little bit competitive, but not in a weird way, in a fun way. Does that make sense? Like when you're playing games or sports or whatever, like you seem like you would take it very seriously and want to win and be strategic about your moves. Maybe even like to do with your work, like maybe you seem very strategic with what you're doing, or at least you just come across that way to strangers. I'm also seeing for some of you like curly hair, like really, really curly hair that's beautiful. Whereas for others of you, I'm seeing like long, straight hair. So there's something about strangers taking note of your hair, like the way your hair looks. I'm also seeing a heart in my mind that's on fire. So strangers look at you as if you're a very passionate person, but there may even be strangers that kind of feel like they have fell for you in some way or feel like they're experiencing love at first sight or something like that. I don't believe in love at first sight, but it kind of feels like a lot of strangers just crush on you and find you super appealing in some way. I'm seeing a love potion and a rose in my mind. So some strangers literally feel like they're under some kind of love spell. Oh my gosh, I think that's a little bit extreme and exaggerated, but that's what's coming through. I'm now seeing an image of someone like in a bar and someone like wants to buy you a drink. So I'm just getting like a lot of messages that strangers like want to date you, find you attractive, blah blah blah. I don't want to get too much into those messages and make this reading repetitive, but I keep seeing that in my mind. Strangers perceive you as a busy person because I'm seeing a bee in my mind's eye, which is reminding me of like a busy person. But also, there's some kind of sweetness you hold. You could also sting if you want to. So, I'm getting the message that some of you could come across to strangers as someone that could be playfully mischievous. Like, let's say someone, for example, jokingly disses you. You can take it and diss them back, like in a mischievous, playful way without it becoming mean or too harsh, but like you can kind of banter back and not get offended, but just kind of like give something back to them. I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting in my mind's eye. So maybe some of you relate to that. Maybe some of you don't, and strangers just perceive you that way, but you're not actually like that. I'm also seeing something about like nice earrings or jewelry and like a nice voice, a melodic voice. Something also about your chest area being appealing to others. And I'm seeing Mr. Krabs in my mind's eye, so maybe some people see you as like a materialistic person or someone that like constantly wants money. Because I'm seeing like Mr. Krabs' hand or claw, whatever you call it. I don't know the technical term, but anyways, I'm seeing him like grab money and be like, mine, mine. This is for me. So I'm seeing this type of energy of like claiming your birthright to abundance. Maybe some strangers could see it as greed, but I see it as like more so claiming your abundance, right? Also, with the chariot reverse, some strangers could see you as the type of person that wants to remain in control of everything around you and yourself. Something about self control is coming through where you know how to control yourself, but sometimes you could also be coming across to them as though you want to control everything in your life and control, maybe for some of you, the people around you, or just like control everything that's happening in your life, where it's kind of like you don't like things being chaotic or out of control, right? With the Queen of Wands reverse, maybe there's this message of strangers perceiving you as very beautiful, but you not knowing you're beautiful or that you're handsome. Because the Queen of Wands reverse can represent insecurities. So if you have dealt with insecurities, maybe strangers don't necessarily see you as an insecure person, but they just see you as someone that doesn't see your beauty the way they see it, right? Since beauty was emphasized in this pile, that's how I'm reading this Queen of Wands reverse. I'm also seeing something about being protective over your belongings, not liking to borrow your things to others, and not liking when people overstay their welcome as well. Getting something about like having strong boundaries or beginning to learn to have strong boundaries. I'm getting someone that's kind of like a chatterbox. And you seem very mysterious to strangers. Like you almost seem like you're wearing a mask, but not in a way of like trying to be someone you're not, but in a way of like trying to intentionally hide yourself from others. So I don't know if some of you like being kind of like invisible to strangers, or you like being more private in a way where you don't share everything about yourself to strangers, but there's just something about like some kind of mystery showing up where it's like I can't figure you out or truly get to know you. It feels like you're being very vague in conversations and stuff like that about yourself. And there's this feeling of like, I want to get to know you, but you're not giving me a chance to, right? Maybe you just don't trust a stranger enough to let them in, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Something about you being very perceptive and observant and being able to sense things about people. So maybe you've had conversations with strangers where you sense things about them and told them and you were correct. Or maybe they just see you observing the people around you. Strangers see you as someone that's hyper aware of maintaining your beauty in whatever way that means to you. They think that you're someone that touches up your beauty a lot and like puts in a lot of effort into looking good. I'm also getting this energy of marriage material, or people feeling like that you're the type of woman or man they would want to bring home to their parents or whatever. Like you're the type of man or woman they would want to give a ring to. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Strangers just perceive you as a very happy, cheerful person. Something about your smile standing out to them in some way. And you just seem like a very relaxed, chilled person too to strangers. You seem like you have a lot of light within you, within your energy as well. You also seem like the type of person that keeps promises or commitments to strangers. You seem like a reliable person, someone they can trust. And I'm getting the message that maybe some of you could be perceived as unpredictable within your emotions, where people wouldn't want to catch you in a bad mood. So maybe you're like most of the time very happy and cheerful, but like maybe sometimes strangers can see when you're in a bad mood and they wouldn't like want to catch you in that bad mood and receive like the negative side of it, right? And I keep getting like this privacy message as well. I'm getting like the energy of someone that's maybe a little bit high strung, gets stressed out by little things. Maybe some of you have like some form of OCD. I'm not a medical professional, I can't diagnose, but I feel some kind of energy of OCD. And I feel this energy of like someone that just can't relax. Sometimes, like maybe I mentioned something about being a relaxed, chilled person, but then sometimes you seem like you can't relax or you seem very restless. So I guess different strangers perceive you differently depending on what they've seen from you. But like some strangers perceive you as someone that struggles to relax, especially like when things aren't done or when things feel out of control or chaotic. Like you can't relax then, right? So let's see how this affects you now. How does this impact or affect pile 2? So this could affect you, your relationships. Let's see what comes up. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the World. And we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so it affects strangers' choices. Like their perception of you affects their choices that they make with you. So I don't know what that would mean specifically for you. It could be different for all of you, but take a look at what I've said about like how strangers are perceiving you. Take a look at the decisions and choices strangers have made towards you, how it would affect and impact you. And try to make some kind of connection between that. So I also see with this world card, since we see this image of like this world coming closer to us or getting bigger, there's like 3 different versions of the world here. It's making me think that maybe strangers want to decide to get closer to you based on their perception of you, where they like what they see so far and they want to get closer to you, and see more of a close-up image of you, not physically, but kind of just get to know you more and see if their perception of you is accurate. With the 8 of Wands here, I feel like it doesn't affect you in a huge way, but it may affect you in a short-term way, because the Eight of Wands is about quick action and things happening very fast. So I feel like it impacts you more in the short term rather than the long term. So, say for instance, someone likes you and wants to get to know you and is crushing on you. Maybe it impacts you in the short term where they want to get closer to you, and as they're getting to know you, maybe they get to know you more and their view of you changes in some way as they get to know you more. Um, Maybe that's the message it's giving. I want to clarify this Eight of Swords and see what it's about. So the Star in reverse. Okay, so some strangers, because they almost put you on a pedestal and perceive you as very beautiful, some strangers could become very jealous of you. And with the Star reverse, it's almost like I want to take away your shine or steal your shine or make you feel like you're not shining as much as you do. So I feel like with the Eight of Swords, sometimes this impacts you in a negative way where it makes you feel stuck within relationships where maybe you keep encountering people that are insecure and jealous and keep trying to compete with you or something like that, or keep trying to steal your shine away, or dim your light in some way, or make you feel small. Maybe that's why the Queen of Wands is reversed here. Maybe it does make some strangers view you with a lot of envy. And because I mentioned a lot of strangers looking at you with lust, that could translate into other people being envious of you, especially if they like that person, or like let's say you're getting a lot of male or female attention and it's impacting you in a way where other people are being jealous of you because of that. That could also be the case here. So is there anything else in terms of how this impacts them? Also with a keyhole here, I'm seeing like an energy of you maybe receiving more opportunities because of the way strangers perceive you, or it just like opening up certain doors for you and relationships because of the way strangers perceive you. I keep seeing this energy of strangers wanting to be closer to you and get to know you better and bridge that gap between the two of you. How it impacts you is it brings some kind of growth your way in regards to relationships, but also opportunities where relationships can begin to grow and flourish, but also opportunities that may come your way. It affects you in a positive way as well, because people put you on a pedestal, they treat you better, especially when it comes to romance and dating. Like I see them just treating you better because of this as well. Like when people are interested in being your friend or interested in being around you, it's like they look up to you in some way. And because you're so mysterious and private, it also just makes strangers want to be closer to you in that sense. So that is all I'm getting for you. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonated in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Bye! Hi Pal 3, if you chose the Golden Cat's Eye Crystal and the Lover card, which is the Lovers, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how strangers see you and how it affects you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. Also, I recently had a giveaway where I said I will announce the giveaway winner when we reach 40k subscribers. So if you have entered the giveaway by commenting under any of my recent videos, then please check out my community posts. I will be posting the giveaway winner there, and I'm sure by the time this video is up, we will have reached that goal because we're very, very close to it. So yeah, check it out if you have entered. So let's get started with your reading. Okay, so Spirit Guides of Pal 3, please tap me into their energy and how strangers perceive them. So firstly, I'm seeing, I think her name's Sure, if I'm not mistaken, from Clueless. if her character name's not that, please correct me, but I'm seeing that main character from Clueless in my mind's eye, and I'm seeing her where she has like the pen in her mouth, that fluffy pen, and she's kind of thinking about how she can get that guy to crush on her or to like her back. So maybe there's this type of energy of you having traits similar to that character. And maybe strangers perceive you that way. So in that movie, in that scene, she was kind of trying to get that guy to like her by, buying herself flowers, by, trying to make herself more beautiful, just trying to appear more desired by others. And she was basically the type of character that was very fashionable, but she also wanted to kind of impact the people around her in a positive way. Like she was giving this other girl a makeover or something, and she was trying to just like better a teacher's life by um bringing love into her life. So maybe there's something about like strangers perceiving you as something like that. So just take it as it resonates. Either like being someone very fashionable, being someone that like just wants to impact the people around you positively. Um and like maybe wanting to just seem more desirable to attract love your way if you are single. And if you're not single, then maybe it could be like for your lover, you know. But let's see what comes up in the cards. The one thing about her though was towards the end of the movie, she saw that somehow trying to help people, maybe she just made things worse. So maybe sometimes strangers perceive you as someone that like wants to help people, but then maybe sometimes doesn't end up helping them and makes the situation worse, but not because of bad intentions, but then tries to fix it because she did try to fix it in the movie. So take what resonates from her character, but I'm just seeing her character. So the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Two of Wands, and the Chariot showing up reverse. This came up in pile 2 if you were drawn, and this card came up in pile 1 if you were drawn. Then we have the Eight of Swords at the back of the deck so far. So I did see the angel number 111 on the camera timer. That angel number may be significant for you. I'm seeing a lot of strangers' eyes on you. Like, I'm seeing a lot of strangers like to watch you and stare at you and just looking at you with so much intrigue and curiosity. But I also see some strangers looking at you with the evil eye, like being very jealous of you. But I also see some people being very cynical and unhappy with their life and looking at you with like a bitterness because you seem to be doing better than them. And I see some of them like looking at you with envy, and some of them maybe even looking at you trying to get something from you. Like I'm seeing a vulture in my mind's eye, and this feeling of like someone wanting to use you or get something from you. So I don't know if you've dealt with a lot of users and takers in your life and people that just like want something from you instead of, just having genuine intentions, in the sense of, let's say they only have a conversation with you because they want to ask you for something, not because they genuinely want to talk to you. And I think some people can kind of be like that around you. I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a starfish in my mind's eye, and the starfish has had its leg or whatever cut off. I don't know whether to call it a leg, but a part of the starfish is cut off and then grows back. So I'm seeing that in my mind's eye, which makes me think that you have been through pain, or you have been through life circumstances that kind of felt like it broke you, or that you lost a part of yourself, but you will always gain it back. You always gain back what is lost or what's stolen or taken from you. You always heal yourself and regenerate in some way. So you may want to research the spiritual meaning of the starfish, but that's what I'm seeing for you. I see someone that's very confident in themselves, someone that holds their head up high, or at least that's how strangers are perceiving you right now. And so that may be why there's that jealousy there, because Like even here, there's the Leo sign here, which is making me think of confidence, someone that just naturally shines or stands out like Leos do. Whereas sometimes Leo could have maybe that dark side where the world kind of revolves around them. So maybe some strangers look at you with envy where they think that you think the world revolves around you, but it's only because they're looking at you with envy and because they're seeing you as confident. Even with the two lions here, lions represent confidence and courage and bravery. So maybe you seem like a very confident person to strangers, and maybe you seem like a brave person, very fearless. Even if you do have fears, that's how strangers are seeing you. You don't seem very scared to put yourself out there. You seem extroverted to strangers, and you seem like, like when you want something, you just go after it. Nothing kind of holds you back. But with a chariot reverse, nothing holds you back, but sometimes the lack of direction is what holds you back, is what I'm hearing. And sometimes like your own heartbreak and pain may hold you back. In the sense of, let's say you have a goal or something you want to reach, but like, let's say some of you went through depression or something and it stopped you from like going after your goals because you were just not in the best mind state or mood. You know what I mean? So I'm also seeing that. I'm seeing someone that is very romantic, someone that loves in a very gentle, safe way, because the way she's kind of hugging the lion makes me feel like you you bring out like a safe kind of love, because she's not scared of the lion. She's hugging the lion, and the lion's sleeping next to her, which makes me feel like the lion trusts her and feels safe with her, where the lion wouldn't want to bite her or eat her. So it's making me think that like you make people feel safe, you make strangers feel safe, even if they have like a side to them that is not necessarily animalistic, but like, let's say they have a side to them that is like more angry or bitter or whatever, like they won't want to take it out on you because you make them feel safe. Does that make sense? And they trust you. So even if they have like anger issues, for example, they won't want to take it out on you. So something about strangers just sometimes maybe treating you negatively because of envy, but then sometimes treating you better than they treat other people because you make them feel safe. It's reminding me of that, and when a lion just like trusts someone. So it's making me think that maybe people sometimes treat you better because of the way you make them feel, right? There's something about you seeming powerful to strangers. Like something about you seems powerful, and you seem in control of yourself and your own life. The only thing that sometimes takes you off track, like I said, is that lack of direction or when you're not in the best mental space. But I feel like nothing is stopping you or holding you back. Maybe sometimes it's just yourself. But then I also feel like there's some kind of power you hold here that strangers see. I don't know if it's physical power that you have, if it's physical strength, if it's just an internal power you have, but something about power showing up here. I'm also seeing a message that maybe some of you are seeking power within your careers, where like maybe you're trying to get into some kind of leadership position or trying to get some kind of promotion or something. Like I'm seeing someone that wants power but maybe isn't power hungry, with the chariot showing up reverse. I'm seeing someone that's very affectionate, a lover boy, lover girl, so that's how strangers are perceiving you. And you seem like you're gonna get far within life. Like, nobody's helping you, but you just seem like you're gonna get far in life. Like, even if you feel stuck right now, strangers perceive you as someone that's just going to go very far with whatever you're doing. So, strangers see that you have a lot of potential to succeed and achieve your wildest dreams and just get to where you want in life. Strangers see you as the type of person that maybe doesn't receive a lot of help from others, but you'll make it on your own, kind of like you'll be a self made person. Strangers may also see you as the type of person that doesn't need a lot of space or freedom within your connections. Like, maybe you're the type of person where when you love someone or when you're attached to someone, you want to be around them all the time. Like you don't really need a lot of space from people, if that makes sense. Whether that's true or not, that's just how they're perceiving you. And I'm also seeing something about like love for aesthetics or beauty, or like going to aesthetically pleasing places, taking photos, things like that, or being photogenic, maybe an aesthetic Instagram feed or something about aesthetics is showing through. Also, strangers perceive you as someone that's going to open up a lot of doors for yourself and walk through that. Like I said before, I'm seeing that now again. And I'm also seeing this energy of like being in touch with nature, because I'm seeing Snow White where she's singing with like the birds and the bees and like all the animals, and they're coming like towards her in the forest. When I look at this card, I'm seeing Snow White. So maybe there's like this connection to nature and animals as well. Maybe you have some personality traits similar to Snow White, regardless of gender. You seem like you're always one step ahead against the haters or the ops. You also seem open to strangers, but not fully open. Like, what I mean by that is, I'm seeing this energy of you seeming like open with your body language, where a stranger could see you as more approachable in a sense, but not too approachable where you seem like naive. Does that make sense? Or where you seem like an easy target. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm seeing. And you don't seem too open in the sense where strangers would just overstep boundaries. I'm seeing this energy of starting something over again because we didn't like the result of what we did the first time around. So maybe strangers could see you as the type of person that would kind of destroy what you're doing to recreate it, to do it in a better way. Where, like, if you're not happy with the result of something, you're going to redo it until you're happy with the result. So maybe you're a very meticulous person, or you just like things being done up to your standard. I keep seeing someone that's photogenic. I'm seeing someone that's a foodie. I keep seeing like a ring in my mind's eye. So maybe strangers perceive you as marriage material. I'm also seeing piercings, and I'm seeing makeup. So like maybe strangers like your makeup, or maybe you like wearing makeup if you're a woman and you like wearing makeup. And I'm also seeing this energy of someone that maybe likes to sleep a lot. I'm also seeing like Gabby's fashion from Desperate Housewives when she's wearing like those juicy couture tracksuits, and I'm seeing someone with like nice handbags. So again, your style is coming up and strangers take note of that. That is all I'm getting for that portion of the reading. Let's check now how this impacts you or affects you. So this could affect you or your personal relationships, but let's see what comes up in the cards. So the Four of Swords is showing up reverse. Then we have the Two of Cups. Then we have the Empress. We have the Messenger of Fire showing up reverse and the Eight of Pentacles, with the Ten of Swords reverse at the back of the deck. So since the Two of Cups is here, I feel like it affects mostly your relationships, and with the Eight of Pentacles, it affects your work as well. So I do feel like something about the way strangers are perceiving you affecting your work, but also affecting your relationships. So take a look at whatever I said about how strangers are perceiving you, and take a look at how people interact with you, to do with your relationships, not just romantic, but also to do with work opportunities. Like, is it impacting you in a positive way or a negative way? Take a look at that, But I do feel like with the Two of Cups here, maybe more people want to have relationships with you. Maybe more people crush on you. Maybe more people want to be friends with you because you seem friendly and approachable and like someone that just genuinely wants to help people and loves like with all your heart. I'm also getting this energy of loyalty where strangers are more loyal to you as a result of you seeming like a trustworthy, loyal person. Whereas it also does affect your relationships negatively. With the Four of Swords reverse, Messenger of Fire reverse, I'm getting this energy of some people almost feeling like they can't catch up with you. In the sense of they're competing with you, but they feel like they can't catch up with you. Like I said about something about you always being one step ahead from the haters or the ops, there's something about that coming through where some people look at you and where you are or where you could be going and your potential, and it's like they compare themselves to you and then they start to feel unmotivated and they start to feel less passion for what they want to do. And then they start to feel very restless with the Four of Swords reverse, where it's almost like they want to work harder to compete with you, but then at the same time, they're feeling like, what's the point? Um, so it may impact some relationships negatively where people just start competing with you and you don't know why. So it could affect you negatively if you have relationships to people like that, but I don't feel like it will necessarily affect you if you cut people out that are jealous or competitive. Um, and if you're not hanging around them, it will just affect them and not you. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing. It could bring in more abundance, more opportunities with the Empress here too. Like the way strangers perceive you could bring in more abundance in the future or now. Is there anything else about how this affects Pal 3? I just see like a lot of people wanting to approach you in public and talk to you and be your friend or be around you. Like I keep seeing that in my mind's eye. Like I'm seeing, for example, someone that's like on a swing and this person wants to sit next to them and swing with them. I'm seeing someone on a treadmill and then this person wants to like go on the treadmill next to them, hoping that it will spark some kind of conversation. Like I'm seeing just people want to be around you more because of the way they perceive you. I'm also seeing that it could affect the way people interact with you, where some people put you on a pedestal, whereas some people look at you with so much bitterness and envy that they almost want to take you on off that pedestal. So that came up in pile 2, which is why I maybe said the card that came up in pile 2, if you were drawn, go watch it. But that's what I'm seeing for you guys too. It also makes people more possessive over you. I don't know why. And it makes people more angry at you when you're winning. Like when they feel like they're not winning and they're competing against you, it makes them very angry. So that is all I'm getting in terms of the impact it has on you and others. So that's all I have. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonated for you in the comments below. And then I will see you next time. Bye.